Hello everyone, my name is Anita Raj and I am back today with eCoreAcademy. So today I'm going to be doing a brief introductory lesson to Algebra II. We will be doing an Algebra II course on our platform, eCoreAcademy, for you all. So before I actually start posting videos for you guys, I want to take a look at what our Algebra II curriculum offers with you to see if you would be interested in watching these videos. So let's dive right into the content we will be offering in this Algebra 2 course. So all these chapters listed here are going to follow what exactly I had in school. Algebra 2 is pretty straightforward a course in regards to what is learned. So most schools probably follow this. So let's run through exactly what we're going to be learning in this course. So we'll go over linear regressions, which you guys probably learned in Algebra 1, and then we'll do TI operations. Many high schools require TI calculators, especially because Algebra 2 is a high school course. So I'll be teaching you guys how to do some very basic operations to save you time and computation, especially when you're taking standardized tests. So these will be very valuable. We'll be doing 3 variable systems, x, y, z, building off of your 2 variable systems, which you learned in Algebra 1. We'll do quadratics, as in graphing them, completing 3 methods to solving them, factoring them, building off of what you learned in Algebra 1. This is very much a review. Then we'll do polynomial functions, cubics, quartics, quintics, etc. Learning how to graph them, especially how to tackle cubic functions, even factoring them. So we'll be doing that. Rational functions, this is looking into inverse variations, inverse functions, and different interesting things on graphs you might see as in asymptotes and holes. Then we're doing radical and rational exponents. You guys may have learned the basic properties of exponents in Algebra 1. Here we're going to be taking it up a notch, putting radicals in the exponents and putting decimals and fractions in the exponents and seeing how they all interact. Then we'll be doing logarithmic functions, the complement and cousin of exponential functions in my mind. We'll be learning how to graph them, how to change them from exponential form back into logarithmic form. We'll also be taking a look at natural logs. Finally, we'll wrap it up with some basic trig. You must have gone over trig in a whole unit in geometry, very thoroughly covered. But for pre-calc, you need to know your basic trig functions. And obviously, because this is an advanced Algebra 2 course, we are going to be catering to what you're going to need for pre-calc. And overall, I just want to put a disclaimer that no, this is not exactly what you are learning in school. This might not be the exact same order or the exact same subjects. However, this is a very broad overview, so this is pretty much what you need to tackle Algebra 2 and get yourself set up for pre-calc. This is what you need to be advanced enough in this subject to be able to succeed later on in your more advanced math classes. Okay, let's go over the depth of the material, as in how much we're going to cover together and what you should expect. In short, your regular math class is anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, but these videos are going to be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes long, very basic. Not basic, as in very basic, as in we're going to be going over the very skin and bones of these topics. So in comparison, your class topics are much longer, whereas these are not as long. But at the same time, we're going to try to go into as much depth as those hour-long discussions in class do. Therefore, you're going to have basic knowledge and the fundamentals down. Again, this is enrichment. The basics should be down already. So we're going to be trying to attain that same depth in just 5 to 15 minutes. That's what you should be expecting, and fast pace. Let's go over the structure of the lessons. So I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of what your basic class math lesson might go, how it might go, and how our math lesson might go. In class, you might get notes distributed to you via skeleton notes, paper, packets, or worksheets. Then you guys go over basic vocabulary with your teacher and calculator functions. Example, if you're learning 3 variable systems, your teacher might teach you how to use matrices. Then you will do guided workouts with your teachers with a whiteboard, or you'll do class practice problems. Then once you've finished that, you will go write an independent work to self-evaluate, and before leaving, you will ask your teacher questions, and he or she will assign you homework. However, our math lesson is a little bit different. We'll start by going over a brief overview of vocabulary. Again, you should know most of the vocabulary previously, either in class or self-learned. Then we'll go right into guided workouts. This will be the bulk of the video. We'll do some general practice problems to get you more assimilated with the topic for that video, maybe one to three practice problems. And then most importantly, we'll go into some special cases, as in where these rules might not apply, some heads up, and some very advanced problems. Before we end, we'll do some real-world applications if you're wondering how this topic applies to your school life, personal life, finance, or an occupation. So we'll do some real-world applications. You'll see some interesting ways you can use these Algebra 2 concepts. And then, of course, notes to follow up on these videos and further practice are available on the website. So that will be like your little independent work, self-evaluation, and just make sure you really understand the topic we covered at its root. And by having a strong foundation, you can always build off with these real-world applications and special cases. Okay, so how difficult is this, and what am I getting myself into? Am I going to benefit from this? Of course, eCoreAcademy is an enrichment platform for enrichment learners, so this is obviously going to be difficult. We're not going exactly by how your curriculum goes. We're going to be cutting out the easy stuff and really focusing on the advanced stuff, so this is going to be difficult. You're going to have the basics down and mastered to be able to follow along and keep up with these videos. What am I getting myself into? Obviously, you have to hold yourself accountable. If you're really dedicated to this course in Algebra 2 and you really want to learn, you have to hold yourself accountable and stay consistent so that you are following along with these videos and that you're going by sequence and you're obviously doing work every day to progress. Am I going to benefit from it? Of course, if you're dedicated and you're very much interested in Algebra 2, you'll be able to grasp the concepts easier and you are going to benefit from it. You're going to find a way to apply it to your life, or if you're just passionate about math, you'll find this very fulfilling. So finally, what are some prerequisites for Algebra 2? Obviously, you need elementary math down, as in your kindergarten through 6th grade math, basic understanding of integers, of number systems, positive and negative values, and obviously operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You can't be like a 4th grader trying to take Algebra 2. You need to have the basics down and mastered. As for high school math, you definitely have to have Algebra 1 down. Algebra 2 obviously builds off of Algebra 1, so you need to have a very strong foundation in Algebra 1 to be able to be successful in this course. And as for geometry, many people take geometry before Algebra 2 or in tandem with Algebra 2. You really don't need much from geometry other than an understanding of the coordinate plane and trigonometry to be able to do well in Algebra 2, so don't sweat this part. And lastly, this isn't very much a prerequisite. It's more of a material. You're going to need a TI-84 graphing calculator. This is the exact same one I have. You can purchase this online at Amazon or Office Depot. It's reasonably priced. And many schools, if you are in a financial situation, many schools let you rent or borrow these. Obviously, because of COVID-19 right now, you might not have access to one of these. But obviously, when I show you these workouts, I'm going to obviously show you ways to do it by hand. Like my math teacher always says, you don't need a calculator. You can always figure stuff out by hand. So I can always show you how to do this by hand. And lastly, you need to bring a good attitude. You're going to only be able to grow if you have a good attitude. You're only going to be able to understand concepts if you're really trying to apply yourself and benefit from it. So you need to come with a good and positive attitude and an open mind to be able to absorb the material, keep up, and really understand these concepts. Lastly, this is just a brief works cited. Obviously, these aren't formal citations. I just want to run through this very quickly with you. Before I actually get into this course and give you materials for notes and these videos, I want to informally mention where they came from so you guys know that these are reliable sources. So almost everything you will be receiving from me for Algebra 2 comes directly from my notes, my worksheets, and my assessments from class. All of these are from my class, as in my class was all based off of Pearson, but these are all customized by me and myself and my teacher. So these are all very much reliable. You don't have to worry about that, and I will be simplifying these advanced concepts as much as possible for you guys. And at the end of the day, I owe the materials I have to the trusted math teacher who provided me with this knowledge of Algebra 2. For her privacy, I won't be mentioning who she is, but She was my math teacher. She put a lot of effort into all the notes I have right now. I wouldn't have the notes I have without her. So a lot of credit for the notes that you guys are going to be receiving indirectly goes to her. So I just want to put that out there. Excuse me. All right, so that's pretty much the introduction to Algebra 2. Future videos will be coming out, so please look out for them, and please definitely look into this course. I know you guys will definitely like it. I will do my best to teach you well. All right, so my name is Anita Raj. I am here with eCore, thanks to eCoreAcademy. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future content. Here is all of our social media, our contact link, and our website. Again, my brother and I really look forward to you guys getting involved in our eCoreAcademy community. And thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.